Good morning. No, it's not. No, it's not. What am I talking about? It's 9 p.m. my time, or almost 10, and we're past my bedtime. And so in America, it's like 2, 3 in the afternoon for some people, and maybe a little bit earlier for others, depending on where they live. Like in California, it might even be earlier than that. Maybe like, I don't know, whatever it is. I have no idea. But so here we are. So, how was your day today, or how is your day going? I hope it's going well. I'm trying to, pivot a little bit from so much coronation obsession, and to try to move on. I mean, not to completely ignore the coronation, but, sort of move on to, um, to positive things, positivity, and as I have said, I have nothing against King Charles. Oh yeah, but I don't want to every time I talk, it's just King Charles, coronation, this, that, and the next. It's kind of like I haven't even really been spending a lot of time listening to the commentary about Meghan's decision because I know what to expect, I think. I have listened to a little bit, but not too much. I mean, now I'm trying to pivot, and I hope that the Sussex squad would also pivot a little bit away from the coronation obsession because the more attention you give to it, the more I mean, and it's not to sabotage King Charles's coronation. I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I feel like he's the king. And if he wanted Meghan and Harry there, they would have been invited, which they were. And if he wanted things to go a certain way, as a family, the balcony, the this, the that, the next, it would be that way. And so if it's not that way, it means that he's really not in a place in his heart, in his arms, in his mind where I need him to be for me to really sort of support his situation. So I kind of just want to pivot away from it because it's kind of like just negativity, and I don't want, I have enough negativity and headaches and problems to deal with in my life, and so I kind of want to pivot away. I mean, as I said, I will still do some, I will talk about it. For example, with Harry, I of course, I want him to go and so on and so forth because I think it's the right thing. But I hope that he's going to be very sensitive about it. And sometimes, he's a guy, men are not wired to be sensitive and to think about, the optics necessarily as much as women are, I don't think. And so one of the things I worry about is that he goes over there and they're like, okay, come on the balcony because, you're here and we love you. And all along, that's what they wanted was to keep Meghan from, I mean, whatever in their minds the balcony symbolizes something pretty amazing because it's such an exclusive event. And, Meghan is just presumptively unwanted and disqualified in this context. But of course, come on over, Meghan. Here's your invite. Everybody knows you're coming so that they can fixate on you and have been fixating on you for 5 months before the coronation. And then you get there and you can't stand on the balcony with the family, if in fact that's true. This is so highly toxic that I hope Harry doesn't go over there. And then they're like, oh, come on the balcony. We love you. Nya, 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 nya. I mean, I hope he doesn't do that. I hope he's respectful, of his father. He pays his respects and he goes and he sits. I mean, look, I would even change my seat at this point. Since my wife is not going to be sitting next to me, I would just not even insist on sitting, too far front. I mean, I'll be there. The media will find me somehow, but let them work for it to find me in the crowd of 2000. I wouldn't even, want to be too front and center because my wife is not there. I just want to pay my respects, to be physically there, but not to be too yeah, front and center out of respect for Megan, because we have to, we're asking Megan to do a lot, to, as a wife, to, you know, just agree to her husband doing this. I mean, because it's his family, and it's important that she does that. I think as a wife, as a mature woman who understands, that um, marriage is a compromise, but at the same time, Harry needs to be very, very conscientious, to be respectful to his father, and it is a delicate balance, but also to be respectful to his wife. So no front and center. Don't look too thrilled to be there with the happy shots, or I mean, be happy, but do you know what I mean? And yeah, definitely don't go on that balcony. If Harry goes on that balcony with those people, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, you have no idea. Like, I just stopped blogging, right? You can't go on the balcony without your wife, okay? And your children. And, but this was not what this was about. This is about Archie's birthday and me wondering how, to me, it's like, I think they're going to have two parties for Archie. One before Daddy goes to England to the coronation, and the second when Daddy comes home, like the big party when Daddy comes home from England, but some kind of celebration before he goes, because you never know with these things. The last time they crossed the pond, they ended up spending over a week in England because things just change. Life is funny. You never know. So I hope that Harry and Meghan will have a birthday celebration for Archie before Daddy goes away. It can be a small one. And then when Daddy comes back, he has his big party, I think. So like they could celebrate his birthday in any way. I mean, it could be like that holiday I keep saying that they should have, so like a couple, like a weekend, the weekend before the 6th. So you're talking about the end of April, they go off on a little holiday with the family for a couple of days for Archie's birthday. I don't know where they'd go. Where do you go with a kid? Like, I don't know. What do you call it? Six Flags. I don't know what they do. Can you imagine them at Six Flags? That's so funny. But some kind of little outing for little Arch, as a family, because you don't know what happens, Harry, my boy. And then when you come back, I guess you have his big birthday party. Is this his grandpa? This is his other grandpa. Yeah. So, I'm thinking a little holiday on the ocean, on the beach, Archie running. Why am I obsessed? I'm completely obsessed with Harry and Meghan going off on some ocean holiday. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with it. It's probably because they're thinking about it. And I pick up on the wires. You know how we have like wires we're wired, we're electrical. We have a lot of electricity, and the whole technology of phones and cell phones and these things all are sort of connected to those wires. So, we don't know it yet, but we can pick up on the transmission, without the telephone and without seeing, like somehow our brains can pick things up. So I think my brain is picking something up because it's like this holiday that I've been fixated on for months and months. I'm like, you have to go off on holiday with the kids, and Archie with his little bucket and his little plastic shovel or whatever, and Lily also on the ocean. Beautiful. I mean, and don't let the paparazzi find you, but if they do and they get a shot just before the coronation, I mean, you don't have to clear your little holidays with the press or with the royal family to go off for 2 days with your family to celebrate your son's pre-birthday until Daddy gets back to celebrate the real birthday. So yeah, that's what this was really all about, is Archie needs to have two birthdays. I don't want Meghan and Harry sitting there thinking about this coronation from now till May 6th and talking and analyzing. They have to keep living, right? And we have to pivot also as the Sussex squad, and not give this coronation so much attention because, it's not right that they're going to say that you can't or stand with the family on a balcony. That's outrageous to me. And I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it. So I want to see Archie's birthday plans, and I want to see them on an island with the bucket. It can't just be in Montecito. I mean, I know they have a beach in Montecito. You have to go on holiday. You have to go on holiday. My darlings.